Hi guys, Sally here from Natural World Journals. Just a quick video to update you on a couple of projects I've finished one and working on the other. So first one is another plain journal. This is made from a repurpose book, which was about insects, I think. So it is a two signature journal. It's got very simple, just a lot of blank pages, different types of paper, two signatures. It has green stripes covering the stitching and a nice image on the front. And the journal bit has been covered in glossy accents, which I've had that bottle for 4 or 5 years. And I think it's the first time I've used it, so embarrassing. Anyway, this will be on my Etsy store probably tomorrow. Another little plain journal. It's quite sweet. It is actually a curved spine, which I didn't do, so it does wobble a little bit, but it's very secure. It's fine. So hopefully someone will like this. My plain journals are probably the cheapest ones I offer. It's a hardcover repurposed book. There you go. So that's that. Oh, by the way, I forgot to give you the size. It is just over 4.5 by about 7.25. So that's that. Okay, second part of this video today is a bit embarrassing, to be honest with you. I put a video up a year ago, if not longer, about a dragonfly journal I was going to do. And I deleted that video because I hadn't done anything about it. So I was a bit embarrassed to leave it up there, so I have deleted it. For anyone that actually commented or looked at it, I apologise. But I have now made a start. So the journal I'm making is a 5 signature journal. It's a hardcover. I've made the cover from grey board, and the spine is about 2 inches, and it's covered in a beautiful linen. I haven't decided what I'm putting on the front. It might be very simple. It might be a very nice image. I haven't decided, but I have started to I have put the papers together, and I am using 3 different kits. Oh, by the way, it is, sorry, 6.5 by 8.25 and a 2-inch spine. So quite a substantial hardcover journal and quite a big one for me, to be honest, 5 signatures. I'm using 3 kits. Victoria Designs Delicate Dragonflies, which are these. I've used these as the front covers for 4 of the signatures. My Bugtastic by Tracy Fox. It's actually a travel notebook size journal, but I've used them as pages, and I've picked out the ones with the dragonflies on. And my Porch Print Shabby Grunge Dragonfly papers. I haven't included them in the bulk of the papers, but I will be using them to decorate and various other things. So I've got 3 kits. Again, dragonflies, you can't find books for love nor money that are illustrated. They're photographic, and some of them they're just not very nice, really. But I think I mentioned in my original video that I'm featuring my own poetry. I did an Open University degree about, 10 years ago now, good Lord, in English literature. And I opted to do a couple of creative writing modules as part of that degree. Some of them included poetry, and I quite enjoyed writing poetry. One of my assignments, my final assignment for one of the modules, I did the life cycle of a dragonfly. Basically a metaphor for the life cycle of life, really. But I focused on dragonflies. So I have put a poem on the beginning of every signature. I'm not going to read them, but I've done it that way in case if someone decides to buy this journal, they can cover it up if they don't want the poems. So the first poem is about dragonflies mating, and their eggs go into water, which is what actually happens. So the first signature is bluey, sort of a bit of ephemeral, and the journal card, which the poem is on, shows water and dragonflies flying around, which I thought was quite appropriate. So that's the first part, the mating ritual of dragonflies that goes into water. When the eggs hatch, they become nymphs in the water. And So I decided to do a signature with a sort. This is a hidden, again, another hidden pocket is that this pocket here, what are they called? Dutch doors, reflect what's in the rest of the page. I'm not explaining this very well. I think you know what I mean. So inside here, in the dark, is the little nymph being born into murky water, a misty realm of brackish juice, as I've called it. And I've used some wallpaper with sort of a bit mottled to sort of reflect that sort of misty juice type place. So Primordial is the second poem. It's about the nymphs being born in the water. So the second poem. Third poem is they actually do then morph into dragonflies. They crawl out, attach themselves somewhere, and then the wings come out and they become dragonflies. So my third journal is about the dragonfly, actually essentially called the Dazzling Levitation. It's about a dragonfly flying its first wings and how they feel. And I don't know what that stage would be in life, but you can interpret it however you wish. So this particular cover has white dragonflies on the back, in the background, and the opening line is, I am a shard of white wired lace. So I thought the sort of white reflected the poem's first line, which is why I used it. And again, a bit of Victoria designs on the front. I think this is similar to the back of this one, actually. It is the same. The fourth poem is focused on dragonflies eating mosquitoes and what they do to survive. So Tripping the Light Fantastic is about how a dragonfly eats on the wing. So I did a very simple pink cover with various dragonflies flying around to echo that. So that's the fourth signature. The final signature is about, I don't know if anyone knows, but the dragonfly life cycle isn't very long. They don't live very long. But in medieval times, dragonflies were called the devil's darning needle. They believed that they were a consort of the devil, and they sewed up the mouths of scolding women, saucy children, and profane men. So it is an old myth about dragonflies. And my last poem is called The Devil's Darning Needle. And it is about the end of the dragonfly's life and how they basically become subservient to the devil and subservient to what happens in their life, and how mosquitoes pity them and that sort of stuff. So those are the 5 signatures. Victoria Designs Delicate Dragonflies is mostly on the front cover, and I've featured, I'll just show you one of Tracy's. Where is it? Yes, so one of Tracy Fox's Bugtastic pages. They are supposed to be a travel journal size, but they fit quite nicely in this journal. So I thought I'd add some of those in as well. And I will use the porch print shabby print ones on the way. Shaggy. Good Lord above, Sally. Shabby grunge dragonfly papers throughout. They're more pink based, but I will use a few of those as well. So that's where I am. I have started doing a little bit inside. I will do some more videos about how this this journal progresses. But that's where we are. So that is the Dragonfly journal. As far as I've got. Embarrassed it's taken me a year. But here we are. So I'm hoping to finish this fairly soon, and I will feature a few more videos as I go through. Anyone got any questions about my poems? Feel free to ask. They are on my blog, which is called, what is that called? Just Scribbling. And I haven't put anything on that blog for many, many years. But the poems are there. So if anyone finds them published and say they're not yours, they're on my blog, and I have claimed them as mine, and the fact that I did them when I was doing my Open University degree. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Thank you very much for watching. Any questions, let me know. Appreciate it. So this one will be on my Etsy store tomorrow if anyone's interested. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Bye.